Welcome everybody to my next spirit animal series live. This one's going to be on my personal spirit animal, the orca. Today I will be talking about like I said, my actual spirit animal, orcas. I have such a deep connection and obsession with these beautiful mammals. Often referred to as killer whales, they are fascinating spirit animals which are rich in symbolism and meaning. This is what I found so far when doing my research. Hi Cheyenne, hi Christy, hi Crystal. Alright, so this is going to be, since of my zoology background, a little bit of just information about orcas as the mammals. Orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. They are apex predators, meaning they have no natural enemies. Orcas can be found in every ocean from the Arctic to the Antarctic. They are highly social animals and live in pods, which are family groups. Orcas have complex vocalizations and echolocation, to communicate and hunt. They are incredibly intelligent and can learn behaviors from other orcas. Orcas have a diverse diet, including fish, seals, and even whales. They are known for their cooperative hunting techniques, often working together to catch prey. Orcas in the wild can live up to 80 years. So 50 to 80 years old is their lifespan. So orcas can live pretty much as long as humans can. They are fast swimmers, reaching speeds of 35 miles per hour. Orcas have a distinct black and white coloring, which helps with camouflage in the water. Female orcas are the leaders of their pods, so it's the females, not the males, showcasing a matriarchal society structure. They are known to play and interact with objects in their environment, showing curiosity. Orcas have been observed mourning the loss of pod members, including an emotional level, so they will actually mourn when another orca dies. They are culturally significant in many indigenous traditions and often seen as protectors of the ocean. And this is really one of my favorite. I love orcas so much. Alright, so here's going to be some of their symbolism and spiritual significance. Orcas represent teamwork, as they live and hunt in a pod, which is a tightly knitted family structure. They embody intelligence, showcasing complex communication and problem solving. Known for their compassion, orcas display behaviors like staying with injured pod members, mourning their deaths, and even helping with the younger ones. Their curiosity encourages exploration and a nurturing of life's mysteries. Orcas symbolize freedom as they roam vast ocean expanses, urging you to break free from limiting beliefs. Orcas can teach balance and harmony, with the black and white coloring symbolizing yin and yang. They are associated with emotional intelligence, helping you connect deeply with others and understanding your feelings. Seen as protectors and guides, orcas inspire instinct and wisdom. So this is going to be a little bit more in depth. I'm going to go through the comments first. Angie, orcas are still my favorite animals, as long as I remember. Actually, my degree, and I'll go into this more, my actual degree was because I always wanted to work with orcas. See? Cheyenne, yes, orcas are absolutely amazing people. They're people now. Amazing animals, for sure. Alright, so we're going to dig a little bit more into like their different aspects as spirit animals. The first one is going to be strength and resilience. The depths of the ocean, we find the orca, a symbol of strength and resilience, well, I can't say that, to captivate our hearts and minds. With their power and perseverance guiding through the waves, they remind us of our own capacity, to endure. Each moment echoes the pulse of the sea, the dance of survival resonates deeply within us. We can't help but feel inspired by their enduring spirit and demonstration overcoming the adversity against all odds. So these animals definitely help you when you're up against something. The spirit animal, the orca, can help you kind of fight against all odds, especially if you're on the downside of something, maybe it being a legal dispute or something like that. They can help you come out over top. Orcas navigate the vast oceans, which are unpredictable. We too can tap into their inner fortitude, finding solace in the knowledge that we're stronger together. As we observe the orca, we are reminded of our shared journey and the challenges we face and battles we fight. So definitely teamwork is a big thing with orcas. In those moments of doubt, let's hold on to lessons they impart. Drawing strength from resilience, together we rise, embodying the spirit of Orca, united in our quest for belonging and courage amidst the lives of the vast ocean. Alright, next is going to be connection to family. With the strength that we saw before, it intertwines beautifully with orca pods, emphasizing that their profound connection to family. Each member plays a role, weaving a tapestry of love and loyalty that it defines. Let's see. As we gather with our loved ones, we can feel the energy of belonging that orcas inspire. In a world where it's not always sunny, family isn't just a word. It's a essence that flows through every interaction. Let's honor this connection, recognizing that just like orcas, our strength lies in the bond we create with the love that we share with others. Together we rise, echoing the call of their hearts and our hearts. And family doesn't have to be just our blood relatives, it's also the family that we make as well. Intuition and insight. Orcas invite us to explore the depths of our intuition and insight, urging us to listen to the whispers of our inner selves. In the rhythm of their movements, we find the dance that mirrors our own journey towards intuitive awareness. We can cultivate a sacred place through thoughts that flow freely, and feelings rise like a gentle wave. In these moments, we connect with the profound energy of the universe, guiding us towards clarity and purpose. Together, we embrace the lessons of the universe that the orca offers, recognizing that our intuition is a compass pointing us towards our true selves. Emotional healing. Listening to whispers of our inner self naturally leads us to the shores of emotional healing. Together we can commence on a journey where the depths of our emotions, much like the ocean itself, revealing treasures waiting to be uncovered. Orcas, with their graceful dance, remind us that we are not alone in this process, and we can teach each other different parts, and throughout the greater scheme of life we can learn from self-care and love and towards each other and ourselves. Let us honor our emotions, recognizing that as the currents guiding us deeper to a deeper understanding. Just as orcas communicate through song that resonate across the waves, we too can share our stories, weaving a tapestry of connection. Alright, next one is going to be guidance and protection. In the depths of the ocean, we find a profound sense of guidance and protection that resonates within us. Orcas, with their majestic presence and deep intellect, embody our sacred energy, reminding us that we're never truly alone. Just as orcas navigate the vast seas with grace, we too can lean on our inner compass, knowing that we are supported by unseen forces. When we feel lost or vulnerable. Alright, communication and expression. As we dive deeper into the ocean's embrace, we discover that communication and expression is an essential thread woven into the tapestry of orca life. In observing orcas, we find inspiration on our own creative expression. Their harmonizing calls remind us that our voices matter, that sharing our thoughts and feelings are a bridge that gaps between hearts, and that we ourselves matter. They help remind us that we all matter and our thoughts and opinions always do matter. Orcas teach us the beauty of being heard and the power of listening. They invite us to embrace our own unique expression, urging us to celebrate the sympathy of the world around us. Orcas help us with adapting and change. 5 distinct yet interconnected elements define Orca's journey throughout life. Adaptivity and change. As we navigate the vast oceans of our experiences, we draw inspiration from these majestic beings. Orcas, masters of the sea, embrace the shifting currents, reminding us that life's transformation isn't stoic, it is always flowing, and it's very essential that we always keep moving forward. Like them, we can harness our adaptivity using change as a catalyst for growth. As we embrace our transformation, we find strength in community. Just as orcas rely on their pods for support, we lean on each other during times of uncertainty. Orcas embody playfulness and joy. Embracing change opens the door to a world where playfulness and joy flourishes. In the company of orcas, we find inspiration to reconnect with our own sense of delight. We can't help but feel the stir within, urging us to embrace our playful spirits. As we align with Orca's essence, we discover the joy isn't just an emotion but a state of being. It weaves through our lives and enhances our connections with other people and nurturing our souls. Spiritual awakening. A profound shift often stirs within us, beckoning us forward towards a spiritual awakening that resonates deep within, much like the call of the orcas across the ocean. Together we ignite a path of personal transformation, recognizing that each experience, joyful or challenging, serves as a guidepost. Orca's wisdom teaches us the power of connection, urging us to attune to the whispers of our heart and the rhythm of the universe. They also help with unity with nature. Nature's sympathy plays a melody that resonates within our souls, drawing us closer to the essence of life itself. As we pause to listen, we find ourselves intertwined in a world around us, feeling the heartbeat of the earth. Hi, how are you today, Jody? Alright, so we're going to talk about them as totem animals and their traits, which I have my totem. So for this one, the bottom's actually the orca, and I got this from Alaska. And then I also have a painting, which is the spirit of orca as well, that I got in Alaska. Alright, so as a totem animal, orcas signify intelligence, adaptivity, and leadership, and loyalty. As a spirit animal, they often signal the need for emotional healing and deeper connections. Hang on one second, my picture fell. Oh, whatever. Alright, in dreams. Dreaming about a orca can represent overcoming obstacles and new beginnings. The importance of community. Dreaming about orcas can be a meaningful experience. These majestic creatures often carry deep symbolism, reflecting on aspects of our subconscious and emotional state. So sometimes when we're getting ready to go into a spiritual awakening, we could hear stuff from orcas or dream about orcas. I dream about orcas all the time, especially when I am really, 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 really in a low place. Alright, so here's some mythology and folklore. I picked only 3, but there's a ton. This is not limited, but I started, of course, with the first one. It is from Alaska. Alright, so this is often associated with orcas. The totem and spirit animal, a mystical being that can transform between a killer whale and a wolf. So it's a were whale or a were dolphin. It is said to embody strength and ferocity of both animals, making it a powerful and fearsome figure in Inuit lore. According to the myth, these creatures would emerge from the ocean and roam the land as a wolf, often seen as a guardian or a warning of nature's power. Its dual nature symbolizes the connection between the sea and land, as well as a balance between strength and adaptivity. This story highlights the deep respect and reverence the Inuit people have for nature and the world and creatures itself. So this is really, really fun. Like, if you see it, I have to describe it. So it's a orca, so more like the spirit. Let me get my spirit again. So he's a spirit, and when he changes into a wolf, and it's literally like the weirdest transformation you would ever see. So he will go from orca to wolf, but halfway in between is like the orca head and the wolf body. I will have to share pictures. It's really, really cool to see it. Alright, so another one that I picked is in Scottish folklore. Orcas are often intertwined with tales of sea and its mysteries. While myths are about orcas are less common, they are sometimes associated with sea spirits or guardians of the ocean. Orcas are seen as majestic and powerful creatures embodying the untamed spirit of the sea. One recurring theme in Scottish maritime folklore is the belief that a shape-shifting creature, which orcas obviously shape-shift a lot, which could include orcas. These beings are said to protect the waters and guide sailors safely through treacherous seas. Orcas, with their striking appearance and intelligence, fit naturally into these legends as symbols of strength and wisdom. Now, with the Scottish legends, it's literally the animal itself will transform. So it's not like the special animal with a special name. It's just a orca will transform into whichever being it wants to be. There's different ones, so I think they can even in those legends become human. So the indigenous people of British Columbia is the last one that I picked. There's a ton of them. I just picked like the ones that stood the most out to me. Orcas are believed to be spirits of the sea that transform into human forms. Orcas transform. So remember, orca transformation. Whenever you're in doubt and you need some help for transformation, it's orcas. According to one legend, orcas were once humans who lived in harmony with the ocean. They were deeply connected to the waters that the sea transformed them into majestic creatures to protect the secrets and its inhabitants. These transformed beings became guardians of the ocean, ensuring balance and harmony among marine life. It is said that orcas can still take human form to visit the land, often appearing as wise and mystical figures. This myth highlights orca's symbolic role and protector as the protector and the bridge between the human world and the mysteries of the seas. I now decided that this is what I am, because I am so connected to the sea. I cannot live away from the sea. So maybe I am just a orca in human form permanently. Alright, so now I'm going to dig into the orcas as my spirit animal. So as a child, growing up in Florida, we had SeaWorld. So when I was very, very little, I always loved going to see Shamu. And it wasn't just like, oh, let's go see the whales. It was like my soul wanted to see the whales kind of thing. I also learned how to do telepathic communication with whales and dolphins too. As an adult, I actually chose my education to maybe one day work with orcas. So my actual degree is in vet tech and zoology. And then also it continued from there. And as I showed you before, I have the totems, I have the spirit animal, I have a deck of cards that I don't think I can reach right now that have whales and dolphins in it too. I usually pull the orca out. Now, to give you my experience, I lived in Kodiak, Alaska from 2005 to 2008. And again, so the first time I lived there, there was a wild pod, but I never got to see the orcas. But whenever they would come, I would always hear about them, and it was like my bucket list to see the orcas. So I always had the dream of seeing the orcas in the wild. In 2016 to 2019, we moved back to Kodiak, Alaska, and this was going to be my last time to be in Alaska. So all I wanted was to see the orcas in the wild. Like, that was my soul's bucket list. I kid you not, the week before we left to move back from Alaska to Florida, the orcas came and hung out very close to land for the whole week. So I got to actually see wild orcas. It was the most spiritual thing ever. Like, they were right up at the docks. They were like within, like, if I wanted to, if they weren't wild, I could reach out and touch them. They were so close. It was one of the most amazing things ever. Let me check. Angie, I literally cannot live away from the sea. The closest I lived to the sea was actually the last time I was in Kodiak, Alaska. I could look out my kitchen window and see the ocean. Right now, I'm about a mile and a half away from the sea. We were talking about moving to, like, interior states, and it actually gave me anxiety. So I am definitely a sea-based creature. Well, that is it for my experience and my information on orcas. In closing, I just wanted to express how much these amazing animals mean to me, both as spiritual animals and the wild mammals that they are. I hope you enjoyed learning about orcas as much as I did talking about them. If you have any questions about them or anything to add, feel free to comment below. You can do this both on the lives now in Unseen or on YouTube. I will try to answer when I have them on YouTube. My next spiritual animal live will be on dolphins. Crystal, you're jealous. I know. I absolutely adore it here. And I loved it in Kodiak, and I would move back to Kodiak, honestly. You're so welcome, Cheyenne. Well, I will let you all go. Bye.